I want to talk to you about what I've learned from losing my biggest customer. So this is a sore subject still because it's only happened very recently, but I think it's good to talk about the bad stuff about running this type of business as well as the good stuff, because at the minute all you're seeing is like this highlights reel of great things that I've done since January, and up until this point it has all been great things. It has been really good. There's been a few stressful moments, but up until now it's been pretty good, and I've really enjoyed almost every minute of it, even though the hours have been ridiculously long. But sometimes it's shit and sometimes shit things happen, and there's no way of polishing that turd. I can only present it to you in this way. I have learned some big things from the experience though. The client that I was working with, we were doing great work. The work I was doing for them was really good. We were growing their socials on multiple platforms. I probably took on a lot more work than I actually should have done. Originally, I was only meant to do content. I eventually ended up running their socials, their website, built them a new website. I was building multiple websites because they had other things going on. So I was doing way too much, which then meant I couldn't then service any other clients and take on any other customers. So my customer base was shrinking and shrinking and shrinking down to just this one client. Now, luckily, towards the back end of working with these guys, who I've just stopped working with, I kind of saw the writing on the wall a little bit. I kind of thought, this is not sustainable. There's no way this is going to continue. Not only for me, but for them as well. I think they'd got a lot going on their side. So there was a whole lots of things going on. So it's not just any one thing that's brought this to an end. But I was really happy with the work that I was doing. So when it came to a stop, to say I was pissed off was like probably the biggest understatement that I've made this year. But what I did realise was I made a big mistake putting all of my eggs, if not most of my eggs, in that one basket. And the problem with that is if you're trying to build a business and you've got one client that amounts to 80% of your income, if that company goes away, moves to someone else or shuts down or whatever, you've just lost it all. You've basically lost everything you've worked so hard to achieve and get to. So luckily at the back end of working with these guys, I started putting the feelers out to other companies because I can kind of see the writing was on the wall. I've been in work many years now. You get an inkling of when stuff bad's going to happen. And I just had that feeling, so I started putting the word out to other people and I started picking up more jobs. Luckily, my wedding side of my business is always picking up new vacancies. So just to make sure I brought in a little bit of extra income, I've just upped the amount that I take as a deposit just to ensure that I've got a little bit more income coming in. And that has worked. That's been fine. People have been happy to pay the extra. No one has questioned that as yet. So I've got enough work now to see me through till the new year. I don't need to panic. I still need to earn some extra cash for paying for a holiday and things like that, which I really need to pay off in the next couple of months. But I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it from somewhere. I am going to do it. I've worked too hard over the last sort of 10 months to get to the point where I'm making videos full time for a living. It's like something I've always sort of dreamed about doing. I've always done on the side. And now I'm actually getting to live it. And it is hard. It's really, really difficult. But I don't want to let it go. Now I've got it to this point. I feel like I've worked too much for it. Going forward, though, I do want to grow it. I want this now to be bigger than I ever imagined I wanted it to be. So, in the new year, I'm probably going to have to think about taking on an apprentice or something, because I don't think I'm going to be able to continue doing what I'm doing now on my own. Especially if I want customers of that size again. Because you're going to need multiple people to manage these accounts. There's just no way one person can manage a company of that size, do everything for them, and also look after other clients. So I am going to have to think about recruiting maybe other freelancers in the new year before I can ever think about employing anybody. I think it'd have to be freelancers. But anyway, I just thought I'd just share this moment because I put a lot of stuff out and most of it is my highlights reels. It's all the fun stuff that happens. I've also rebranded the YouTube channel a little bit as well and made it more personal about me. I've got a lot of stuff going on and it's all based around media. So I play in a band So I go to shows all the time. I do photography, I do videos, I shoot content everywhere I go. So I want to make this channel a bit more of a behind the scenes look at everything that I do, as opposed to always just putting out the the finished product all the time. So you guys get to see the products that I'm using. I'll always tell you what I'm using for any shoot. But I'm going to take you on holiday with me. I'm going to show you some cinematic clips that I shoot on holiday. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff, but I want to take you on the journey with me, and I'm really enjoying this whole process, and I want to keep it going. So if you own a business, just know that you're going to have tough times. It's going to be difficult sometimes, but you just got to keep plowing through. Don't let the bastards grind you down, as they say. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back again with loads of videos. I've got tons going on over the next couple of weeks, so come back, check us out, and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.